Hi, James Harrison. It is time for Tip Tuesday, and today we're going to talk about the fact that we're going to start this panorama type thing. And it may not happen every week, but we'll break into it little by little. So the first thing I want to talk about with the drum pads is I'm going to do is start off with what we call, it is a pad, but it's actually also a mute. So I want to start with that. So this is something I grew up with, probably every drummer grew up with. This is the Ludwig Billy Gladstone pad. And the reason I say it's a mute as well as a pad, here's the drum without anything on it. If I put this Gladstone pad on here, it fits inside the drum. It used to come with a lot of the entry-level drums that you rented when you were in 6th grade or something like that. I can't remember how long I've had this one. I personally like playing on that, but now it can be a pad as well. It used to go inside the drum case. You can lay it on a table. It actually has a suction to it, so I can't pick it up without peeling it up. This cutout will allow it to stay on a table, and for the most part, it will stay in place, and you can have two surfaces. You wouldn't want to play too hard on this because you could dent the table, but this is a pad. Again, the Ludwig Billy Gladstone pad. Probably came out, I remember in the 70s. It could have come out earlier than that. Again, it is a mute and a practice pad. So that's why we're starting with that one. Now, if Ludwig did it, Slingerland usually try to come out with something very similar. So here I have the Slingerland version of this. This is the Buddy Rich practice pad. Here's the Ludwig version. They're both a rubber pad or a mute. Okay. Now the Buddy Rich one, I've got a couple of these. One of them is a little bit, this one you can see has a little bit of a kink in it. It got, it was I found it in a case sitting upright, so it was a little bit out of shape, but here's the Buddy Rich one. It feels a little bit more dead or less responsive than the Gladstone version, and the reason I believe why is it does not have the hole in the middle to create a suction. I can pick this straight up off the drum somewhat easier than I can with Gladstone, but it will sit on a table again. Actually, the reason I never had one of these as a kid, the reason I got this was I bought it from eBay. I bought a drum that had this in its original packaging. So I still have the packaging for this, and it goes in there. That's why I specifically bought the Buddy Rich pad. And then I had two other ones. I sold one, and I still have this one and one more that's a little bit, I don't know if I could try to heat it or do whatever to make it get its shape back. Now, in addition to those type pads, I have the Quiet Tone drum mute. Now this is an original Quiet Tone drum mute that my teacher in college had one like this, and I ever thought they were really cool, so I wanted to get one. It's got 4 feet, and it's a 6-lug hoop with a cork type board and a real drum head on it. And again, it is a mute. Here's the drum. If you put this on here, now it's got some clips that hold it, but I'm not going to play hard enough for it to move. I've used this a lot in teaching, that's why there's a circle drawn there. Again, it can sit on a table and be played without it being on a drum. Okay, this is the original Quiet Tone. I also have a Quiet Tone that I got from Sabian. Now this one is tuned up quite a bit higher. Sabian now owns the rights to this and produces this. I think they make a 10-inch version and a 14. So this one is tuned quite a bit higher. I kept the old one to be able to work on Cerrone and big firth exercises and stuff like that, or just concert snare oriented stuff. This one I tuned up a little bit higher to work on old, maybe rudimental stuff and whatnot, where I couldn't, I didn't want to play on something as hard as the modern Zymox top pads or something. And use it for lessons. It still has a rim on it if you want to do that. So go again, although these have rubber feet, they can set on a table and be used. They also are drum mutes where they can go on a drum to mute it down. Okay, the Sabian quiet tone tuned a little higher. The original quiet tone kind of tuned to a medium. Allows the drum to respond a little bit more, I guess I would say naturally. The Buddy Rich Slingerland model. And one more time, if I can reach it, the Ludwig Billy Gladstone model. And it has, again, that suction hole there, if that helps. There you go. So the Panorama starts with two older pads, one medium old pad, and of course the Sabian quiet tone is on the market now. I'm sure this is on the market in some way. I remember CB700 came out with one that was quite a bit more clicky and a little harder. I still love these things. I guess I'm just old school. And again, you can lay these on a table. The Ludwig Billy Gladstone version or the Slingerland Buddy Rich version if you can find them. And once again, the quiet tone drum mutes, and there's the original and there's the Sabian version. So that's the start of the Panorama. Just even though they are practice pads, they really, to me, are more drum mutes. When you're in a situation where the drum is set up, but you got to be quiet for a while, you throw the drum mute on there and you can practice quiet, and or perform in an office like when I was in college. The Sabian quiet tone type drum mute was something the teacher would lay on the drums when we play snare etudes and stuff. So anyway, there you go. I love them. There they are. There's the start of Panorama. Thanks.